Hey guys, and welcome to downtown Mansfield, Ohio, here inside of the Tridico building at the OH Report studio, where we are in person with Madison Lady Rams soccer coach Zach Huff and junior All-American Taylor Huff, who were just named the Player of the Year for Division II and the Coach of the Year for Division II. So first off, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
How do you guys find out about the award when the news breaks? Where were you and how did you receive it? How'd that go down yesterday?
Okay, so it actually started, my dad got Division II Player of the Year. Coach of the Year, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, that's awesome. And then she was like, I gotta tell you something else. You got Division II Player of the Year, and I was so excited. I didn't really it didn't really cross my mind that I was gonna get it, so I was super excited.
That's cool. Yeah, what was your reaction, Coach? I mean, what was their
ecstatic?
shock?
I'm definitely shocked. I mean, with a result of not winning, usually they give it to a girl from the team that actually wins the game. So, she was very deserving of it, though.
Awesome season, of course. The best run in program history, getting to the state championship game. Not winning the game, though. I'm curious how the girls took it over the last couple of days. Has it been mostly like joy, like, hey, we accomplished a lot, or a little bit of disappointment that, dang it, we got there and then we didn't get the ultimate prize?
Both. We should be proud of ourselves. We made it to the state finals. I'm disappointed. I think a lot of other people who are just competitive and want to win are disappointed too, but it's something to be proud of, and I'm super proud of all of us.
In hindsight, have you guys thought much about the match and maybe things that you wanted to do differently or maybe that you weren't successful with?
They're just a great team. I think we could have read them a little bit better. Like their midfield, they were playing right through us. We could have stopped them with that. Could have finished our opportunities. We had a lot of chances, a lot of shots on goal. A few 1v1s that we should have finished, but that's just things to look at for next year that we have to execute on.
What about you, Coach? Anything running through your head?
As a coach, it's going to be a woulda, coulda, shoulda for 365 days. Yeah, until we get back there next year. That's obviously the ultimate goal to get back there. And as a coach, it doesn't come very often. And 2 years ago we got semifinals, and I was like, what could we did different? And then we made it to the finals. And it's like, man, will this opportunity ever come again? So it was a great accomplishment. It brought the community together. Looking back at our video that we do of ourselves, our photographer guy that videoed was on the opposite side of the field, and we had probably 5-1 fans compared to them. So it brought the community together like no other. I think Madison needs that right now.
Yeah, Rams Nation definitely came out in full force. So I thought that was great how much they traveled and how much of a presence they had felt. And I had the privilege of joining you guys in the locker room during your tournament run. And something I thought was cool was how loose you girls stay before the match. You guys aren't talking about strategy or anything. Right. You're having dance parties or telling jokes. How key do you think that is to your success, not taking it so seriously and understanding this is a game?
Right. I've never seen it before. Like any other team I've been on, we're all serious, focused on the game. So it's different. I like it. I like how personal they are. I like how extroverted they are. It's so fun to be around. I think it really does help us because I don't think they realized how big of a game that actually was, and them just being cool about it. I thought it was so amazing for them too, because I was nervous myself. So them being loose about it, I was like, okay, yeah, it's good. I was loose about it too. So them just dancing in the locker room, everything just made me happy too.
Yeah, I never could have guessed that you guys were getting prepared for a state championship match the other day from what I saw about 15 minutes prior to kickoff. So I did think that was really neat.
Yeah.
And something else that I thought was cool at halftime when you address the girls, and I saw this on the sideline for many other games, you always ask them first, what are you seeing out there? And you give them a chance to respond before you talk about, changes that you'd like to make. So I'm curious, is that something that's been developed over time with trust with this particular group, or is that just kind of your coaching style?
That's kind of my style, because I want to give them the opportunity without any repercussions to tell me what they see, what they think, how they feel, because, in the end, yes, I'm the coach, and yes, I have my things that I want to do and how I want them to do it, but if they don't feel they're entitled to have anything to say about their team, it's not going to give take. Just like that, before we played in our day before we played in the regional final game, everybody dressed up in Halloween costumes for our practice. So and I thought that the best thing with that, they weren't thinking about that game that they were going to play on Saturday. They were thinking about how goofy they were, looked, felt, played. They actually played 7v7 in their costumes. So they have to have fun, and that's what they did. And in the end, we made the state finals.
Yeah.
And then as far as in-game strategy, having a girl as talented as Taylor is that can truly dominate the ball and win her one-on-one matchups, I mean, pretty routinely. How do you go about towing the line of implementing game plan versus do your thing?
There really isn't a big strategy game plan going in. I mean, each game somebody has to step up. She's going to do what she's going to do, and luckily every game somebody else has stepped up. First game against Ontario, Chesney stepped up, then Carrie stepped up against Oak Harbor, and then Ashley Bechtel kicked the ball in there at Chagrin Falls. I mean, that's in practice. We asked them, what will you guys remember 20 years down the road, and everybody's going to remember Ashley Bechtel kicking that ball in and sending us state finals.
Right.
I mean, that's
and we do have a cool highlight of that available right now on the Witch Report. What is it like having Dad for a coach? How would you describe your guys' relationship when you're playing soccer versus just at home?
It's good. Soccer-wise, I just treat him like a coach. I mean, he sees things that I don't see, so sometimes I don't agree with it all the way, but he knows what's best, so I just have to trust him with that. And then at home, we're always talking soccer, always talking about what we can do better, what we can do at practice, what we need to work on. So, I mean, it's just all around soccer.
And you're considered, arguably the top recruit that we have in the state of Ohio, and one of the top players in the entire country. Tell me about the decision to play for Madison High School the last couple of years versus playing in club.
I mean, it makes me a better person, better player overall. I work on my 1v1s. I gained my left foot. I mean, I think I've had a lot of left foot shots just like through the season. I've been working on it. There's different things I can work on that I couldn't necessarily work on at club because I'm under so much pressure in club. So I just try to take what I can get out of high school season, make other players better too, just work on my skill in 1v1s.
And obviously you've got a pretty special group of juniors. The whole class makes up the bulk of the roster and a lot of the best players on the team. At what age would you say you girls realized that you got a pretty good crew here?
Oh, I remember 7th grade basketball. It just comes to my mind to start. My 7th grade basketball coach, she was like, if you guys stay all together, you're going to win a state title one day for basketball. Obviously, I don't play basketball anymore, but I just remember her saying that, and we all stuck together, soccer, basketball, rather what it would be. But, I mean, I just knew how close we were and how athletic we were, how talented we were, and if we put it all together, then we would win. And, I mean, we made it to the state finals. Hopefully we can win next year, but I just remember her saying that and how good we could always be together.
And I follow you guys on social media, and I see how much work is put in, obviously not just during the season, but in the summer months and so forth. So, it's not just talent on this team, Coach. Like, these girls are putting in the work for real.
I mean, thing of it is, they're putting in the work. It's not necessarily a soccer, but they're very athletic. I mean, a fourth of our team probably plays club soccer, or plays year-round, and the other, I mean, right now, as we're talking here, they're at basketball practice. Probably 5 or 6 of them, So unfortunately, we have to share athletes at Madison because we don't have enough athletes go around, and I think it would be a big detriment to our program if they would play year round or when the season starts, July, August, when the season starts going. So.
But with you not playing basketball, what do you do during the winter to stay in shape and keep working on your craft?
Just international soccer. I mean, I practice tonight, back at it already, and then Tuesday, Thursdays, and then I play over the weekend. So
you love soccer. Like, this is something that you do every day.
Yeah, it's every day.
You had also done some sideline reporting for OH Report for football for some class projects at the beginning of the year, and I gotta say you were kind of a natural on camera.
Thanks.
You think we can get you back as junior reporter for hoop season?
Yep, I got you. I love doing it. It's so fun.
Now, when you go to Tennessee for college, are you considering maybe doing a media major?
Yeah, I mean, I visited their sports communications, and it was really just amazing down there. They had a huge program, and it was something I really want to look into.
Well, I'll tell you this, we always have a sport for you, or a spot at OH Report anytime, Taylor.
Thanks.
All right. Coach, before I let you guys get out of here, when you look back at the season, you had mentioned maybe Ashley Bechtel sticks out in that play, what she did. What would you say is like a top memory for you? What do you think about a lot?
Well, I still haven't watched the game from Saturday yet, so I can't really go back on that, but just the biggest thing that sticks out to me is that goal and winning the regional championship 10-1. I mean, that's just unheard of.
What about you?
I'd say that goal because you just had the whole community rushing at you. When I got out of that dog pile, I mean, I just look up and everyone's rushing towards me. I'm like, that's just incredible to see the support and love from our community. and just throughout this whole tournament run, just to see that. I think I won't ever forget the support that brought our community together, and just seeing them at the state finals, even though we didn't win. I mean, just looking up and seeing that we had a huge portion of that stands compared to their little section. I mean, it's just incredible. When our name was getting called, I mean, they were like screaming, and you could hear it from so far away. It was just incredible and such an amazing feeling. I think that's what I'll remember most.
And how about Dad in the scrum after the state semifinal game, jumping around like he's at a rock concert? Did you see the video of that?
I think that's what everyone will remember too. It was amazing. I mean, we were all in the dog pile. We were like, we can't breathe. It was so funny. We were just getting up. It was just amazing. Watching the video back over is just so fun to watch.
All right, well, we'll let you guys get out of here. Before I do, though, if you got a message for Ram Nation that you would like to send about the support, or maybe for next season, go ahead, look in the camera, let them know what's up.
We just thank you for all your support and love. We hope you join us on our journey next year, too. Hope we can make it back for you guys.
Looks like Zach agrees.
Most definitely. Don't stop believing for 2020.
Yes.
All right, that's Zach Huff and Taylor Huff in person, the Coach of the Year in Division II and the Player of the Year, right here on OH Report.